Hello, my name is Erik and welcome to Fine Mathematics. When you're looking at the channel, you may be seeing executive functions at the very top and then the math below. From my experience as a teacher and when I was a student, executive functions I had to develop and learn in order to do the mathematics correctly. And in the process, I realized that it was lacking across the board in all students and all subjects. The executive functions have led me to even the structure of the Fine Mathematics channel itself, from cafe calculations, which is a direct dialogue of a certain topic, kept to about 5 minutes or less, plus or minus a little bit. And the idea is I put it in a nice setting, calm music, to demystify math, to reduce the anxiety most people bring to mathematics of any level. Then there's the exercises. And the exercises directly fell out of my executive function. When I was struggling in college trying to figure out how to get through physics and mathematics and things like that, I was falling behind and I didn't understand. I literally was running out of people to talk to. So I opened up the book of whatever topic it was and I just started copying the bullet points of the section, mathematics or physics. Then I would start copying just an example problem and work it through, and I would copy it neat. That was the key, because that was one thing I could control. That was one thing that I knew I could do, even if I didn't understand what the physics was trying to tell me. But here's a funny thing though. After a little bit of time, a few sessions of doing that, particularly if I did it before the lecture on that topic, as I would start copying the example problems, the last 10, 20, 30%, I could start to figure out what was next. My brain had picked up the subliminal information that I wasn't either allowing myself to see or my fear was just squashing it. This is built into the exercises on the Fine Mathematics channel, where there's no dialogue. The student, it just has a nice, gorgeous background, and they're there just to copy. And even though it may be hard for today's generation to copy at that pace, the way to slow that down is the requirement to write neat. And if you can, stay with the pacing of the video. This will start to slow down the mind and get the student in the proper mindset, particularly for mathematics and physics and sciences in general, because they usually deal with more abstract quantities. So executive functions is kind of built into the mathematics just by the very nature of it. I'm loosely speaking here, and at least for me, it worked out very well. That's why I've put it on this math channel, as well as I'm writing a book, Executive Functions, the Infrastructure for Student Success, because this is how I developed a niche element in my tutoring business, because the need was so great. The void was so big out there. And most schools are not training this at all. Most schools at best will have a guided studies portion where the students can go do their homework, but there's nobody there really showing them how to schedule, showing how to budget that out, asking them questions of the rest of their day with things that may be not related to school, like extracurricular activities, or how to format the work and why it's important to put it in order. And over time, these become embedded in the student's psyche. None of that is happening at school, yet they are turning up the criteria of demand. So this is why I feel the executive functions have to be on my math channel. So I encourage you to please go to the channel, review the material, subscribe and like, leave comments, tell me what you'd like to see. I would greatly appreciate it. And remember, when doing anything in life, but even the hard things like mathematics and physics, enjoy the process. Thank you, everybody. Take care.